Well, as we had mentioned earlier, these storms came in the middle of rush hour. Oklahoma's major roads were clogged with people scared, trying to outrun them. Even the largest of trucks couldn't withstand the sheer force of the twisters. Look at that video. And ABC's veteran photojournalist Mike Betcher, who lives in Oklahoma, joins us now from El Reno. And Mike, I know you're used to covering war zones in Afghanistan, but it must be completely different when it's your backyard.
Bianna, the famous Route 66 runs right by this heavily damaged school. I-40 is just a quarter-mile beyond, and it was clogged with traffic when that tornado dropped from the skies. 6 overturned semi-trailer trucks and cars flung into fields are lingering evidence of the storm's deadly route. It terrorized motorists over a 2-mile path. Thousands of central Oklahomans, with last week's Moore tornado fresh in their minds, clogged Interstate 40 and other major arteries, trying to outrun the storms that were converging on Oklahoma City and its suburbs. They joined thousands of commuters who were heading home after work, a combination that proved deadly. Lives were lost in last night's tornadoes, all of whom were killed in their vehicles.
I'd called out the National Guard a while back and our Department of Transportation and our local law enforcement, and I said, get these cars off the highway and do whatever we need to do to get them off and exit, get the traffic moving.
Oklahoma Governor Mary Fallin, speaking to ABC News, told her story of being on the road right before the storm.
Now, I actually happened to drive down to Moore and down to Norman about 4:30 tonight, knowing that the weather was going to get bad. There was a tremendous amount of traffic.
The huge rainfall produced by the storms added to the danger.
I can't stress enough that these people need to get out of the area.
The tornadoes were embedded inside heavy rainstorms and were almost impossible to see. Rescue squads were up against that danger too.
I'm stuck in traffic with other units. I need you to make a call for me, please.
After what happened in Moore, people were just loading up tonight in cars and just trying to get out of the path of the tornado.
Once that tornado passed through this area between El Reno and Yukon, it was heading directly for my neighborhood in central Oklahoma City. I took my family down into our basement. The basement was flooded. We took shelter there, but luckily that tornado veered south of our neighborhood. I have lived here 21 years growing up and the 2 most recent years. I've talked to old timers who've lived here their entire lives, and they tell me they've never seen a 2-week period like this in Oklahoma ever. And this time, the bullseye was an interstate highway.